I'm really proud of this senior class. This senior class has played a significant role in what is a series of great seasons here at LSU. They're in position to get degrees. They've been great leaders, and I think this game is kind of typical of them. You get in tight quarters, and this football team, they want to play. And it was never any question. It was the next series was the most important. The next plays were the most important. And this is a senior class that is undefeated at home in their final season. It's a tremendous group of men. I have to give great credit to Gary Crowton. Gary Crowton's taken a bunch of criticism as we go forward, and he called it a magnificent game today. He did exactly what we needed to do, operated the offense extremely well. We talked to our team about improving, and Jordan Jefferson did exactly that. And Jordan Jefferson throws for just under 300 yards and is very, very, very executed extremely well on the day, both run and pass. The defense has trouble with a running quarterback. That much I can tell you. But I got to tell you this too: that quarterback was hot as a firecracker. And give credit to Houston in that Ole Miss team. That team came in here to play, and Mazzoli was hot. And they did some very good things, and our defense fought and fought and fought. The times we get them stopped, the times we stopped them for 3, those were enough. So Josh Jasper was big, and the few times we punted, we did good. I can tell you this: number 7, I hope he comes back, or I hope he goes. It really is sad to think that he might be playing his last game at Tiger Stadium. So that is no announcement in any way, certainly. But I just, that'll be a decision that he'll make certainly as we go forward. But well, what a magnificent game he had in the back end too. So, and with one very significant game to play, we always want to play big games late in the season. You talk about a season, it's you get into November, and it's important that you're playing significant football. And we are. And so this next opponent, we're currently on TV, and it's tied, they tell me. So 7-7. So I will study them, and we'll be on to Arkansas. So questions?
So just talk more about Jordan's play tonight, not just making the right reads, but also tucking and running and showing his mobility and picking up some huge first
if you remember a year ago when we played this team, he had a sprained ankle. I mean, he had a big tape job on his ankle, and as we looked at the film, we said, he was limited somewhat, and no, he made a great contribution. You know what? And I kind of sensed it. He had a very good week. Really, the team had a very good week, but I could just kind of sense that he was going to play big in this game.
Coach, several of your players referenced getting 10 wins, if that was important to them, getting that 10th win today.
Yeah, it's certainly if you look across college football, that 10 victories is a very significant milestone in any season, and now they get to play for 11. So it's yeah.
Last we talked about was the penalty on them on the touchdown on their last touchdown and the kickoff of the 15. You got the ball.
It was an interesting decision there. I'm sitting there thinking, if I take the 15-yard on the 2-pointer, they don't make the 2-pointer. If we play ball from the 3 on the 2-pointer and we stop them, and then because they've been getting those kickoff returns, we kick off from the, with the penalized, so we advance the ball and we kick it in the end zone. What a wonderful opportunity for us. So that's what we did, and worked out that way. That was a very significant. When you kick it off in the end zone, that makes a tremendous difference. So, go ahead.
Can you talk about the challenges of managing that last drive when it looked like you wanted to make sure that you ate up as much clock as possible?
Yeah, I felt like we were running the football, and and we had Ford going. We established him, and we had that weak option going, and it was the combination of those two plays just went right down the field, and then we ran a nice little power play that scores. So it's again, it took a team. I suspect that offensive line played extremely well. It's hard for me to tell you from here, but it appeared that they did some very significant things in that game.
Coach Miles, were you surprised on, especially in the first half, going forward on number of fourth downs, especially 4th and 10, 4th and 7 or 8, that it was almost like do or die for them? They were pulling out all the stuff.
Well, again, I believe those were great calls for them. I felt like Nutt gave them every opportunity to win. I think they understood that these are things that they needed to do to stay in this game and to continue to score and to keep pressure on us. And I wish we'd have had some success on when they had that 4th down opportunity and get us not have to deal with the long drive and those things, pay dividends for them today. Maybe next game won't be that way.
Let Ford get the ball more in the second half because it's a hot hand type thing, or was you there?
Yeah. Kind of appears to me that Ford ran a couple of those plays pretty good. So we wanted to stay with him after he had some success.
And the touchdown he got on the forward lateral kind of, was he supposed to be behind Jordan on that play?
Yeah, but it becomes a forward pass, Behind the line of scrimmage, it becomes a forward pass.
But he was supposed to be behind him, right?
Well, yeah, behind and to the side. Yeah.
Les, can you talk a little more about what Gary did, Croton, to open up the offense, get it?
Well, really, he just called what we've been and who we are, and we executed. I mean, in reality, that's how he thinks and generally how he calls things. It's just we executed extremely well. Quarterback continues to get better, and so he made some calls that when you have that kind of success, it becomes easier to call.
Coach, on 3 separate occasions in the 3rd and 4th quarter, you guys fall behind. What's the conversation like on the sideline amongst your players as you take the offense?
There was never any question that this team was going to compete like heck. When the defense got a stop, they came to the offense. When the offense needed the defense, they turned back. They just knew that whatever unit was on the field last, that was the unit that was going to have to win it for them.
Les, is there any extra significance to beating this team, the team that you struggled to beat the last 2 years as a team?
Other than any question, right? I mean, I have to be honest with you. Early on, I did not see the significance of a great Ole Miss rivalry. I felt that significance in the last 2 years and certainly today. So I think we'll look forward to playing these guys every year. And this daggone Nutt's a good coach.
Coach, you continue to use both.
Jordan has career high passing yards a game. Do you think this was definitely his best game of his career? And will that change how the quarterback?
Well, I don't know about career. I look at a freshman playing against Georgia Tech as a pretty significant win, and some other things that he's done that I think is pretty special. But this may well be, one of those games that he'll look back on and say, maybe that was my best game.
Will you continue to use?
Especially in the first 3 quarters, the team couldn't punch it in a few times.
Yeah, when you turn and you expect a guy to be steady and hit it, and we count on those 3-pointers, and he just steps right up and drills it. I mean, we'll miss him. I can tell you that, we'll miss that man.
Blackwell back.
Yeah, I think he'll, early the back end of this season, he'll have a difficult time. He'll be knocking some rust off, but it'll come back quickly.
Coach, there were a couple of times where you brought Jared Lee in for Jordan on a couple of plays and brought Jordan back in. As the game went on towards the 4th quarter and on throughout, was that more about Jordan just being in a rhythm and just you didn't want to break that up?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the one issue is that Jordan got whacked in the hand, got a little, we didn't necessarily want to put the ball in his hand at that point, so we sent Jared in. And we have great confidence in Jared as well. But, late, obviously, Jordan Jefferson had a great game. There wasn't any reason for us to go with anybody else but him.
You said the light just went on again for him.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna keep the electricity plugged in.
Talk about Ridley and I guess his desire to play against his home state.
Oh yeah, well, you know, it's just much more personal to him because he crosses that state boundary to go home, and he wants to have bragging rights, and he gets them this year.
Was he hurt at all? He only ran the ball 3 times in the second half. Was he banged up?
No, he's pretty fresh. He was he's gone through this season as our hammer, and he's taken some toll. It was nice to give him a break. You know, we might need him next week.
Chris Falk got the start tonight. Just your impressions?
Yeah, my impressions are pretty good of the young Falk man playing ball. Didn't you think? He stepped right in there and went like heck. I didn't go to grab him either. You know, in between series, it's like the guys that he was supposed to block, he blocked. So my impression from the sideline is, way to go.
Do you sense a difference in Jordan when he's able to complete some of those deep balls to his tight end or whoever?
Reuben Randall? Wow, Reuben Randall continues to come up big in games, doesn't he? He just kind of shows up. I think when the plan's solid, and I think when he's executing and he's in rhythm, that's how our offense goes down the field best.